Lucifer, Lightbringer, the most beautiful angel, he shone with a brilliance unmatched. He was loved by God, trusted above all others. His wings were vast, tipped with silver. His eyes held the light of 1,000 stars. He moved with grace, his voice a symphony. Lucifer was perfection, but within that perfection a seed of discontent took root, a whisper of ambition. He was closest to God, yet a gulf remained. Was he not worthy of more? Doubt festered in Lucifer's heart. The seed grew into a vine of resentment. He looked at the newly created humans, flawed, weak, yet favored by God. Why them? He wondered. Why not me? I am closer to God, I'm more deserving. He voiced his thoughts, a murmur at first, spreading through the ranks of angels. Some listened, some agreed, others recoiled from his words. His whispers became pronouncements, his doubts declarations. He would no longer be subservient, he would rise, he would claim what he deserved. Heaven fractured, angels chose sides, torn between loyalty and rebellion. Swords of light clashed against swords of fire. The battle raged on, a celestial war of epic proportions. 1/3 of the angels followed Lucifer, the once bright morning star now shrouded in darkness. Their cries of rebellion echoed through the celestial plains, a symphony of despair and defiance. They believed in his vision, a promise of a new order, a different kind of paradise. In his promise of power, they saw a chance to rise above their ordained roles. Michael the archangel stood against Lucifer, a beacon of unwavering faith and strength. His eyes blazed with sorrow and fury, a mix of heartbreak and righteous anger. "Brother," he cried, "what madness is this? Why do you forsake the light?" But Lucifer would not be swayed. His heart was set on a path of no return. He was consumed by his ambition. Blinded by his pride, he could see nothing else. He raised his own blade, celestial light warping into a black fire, a symbol of his fall from grace. Section 4. The Fall. The battle reached its peak, a clash of titanic forces that shook the very heavens. Angels and demons, locked in a struggle for supremacy, filled the sky with their fury. At the heart of this chaos were Lucifer and Michael, locked in a duel that would decide the fate of the celestial realm. Two brothers, once close, now bitter enemies. Their bond shattered by pride and ambition. Their clash shook the foundations of heaven, sending shockwaves through the celestial realm. But Lucifer, despite his immense power and cunning, was not invincible. Michael, with unwavering resolve, struck him down. With a final, decisive blow, Michael cast him out of heaven, banishing him from the celestial heights. Lucifer fell, a burning star plummeting from grace, his descent a fiery trail across the sky. His once magnificent form twisted and contorted in the descent, agony etched into every fiber of his being. His wings, once glorious and radiant, blackened and burned. His light, once a beacon, now extinguished. He landed in the abyss, a place of darkness and despair. The impact of his fall split the earth, creating a rift that glowed with an intense, fiery light. A chasm of fire and darkness opened up, swallowing him whole, sealing his fate. This was his new domain. This was hell, a realm of eternal torment and suffering, where he would reign as the fallen prince. Section 5. A World of Shadows. In this realm, darkness reigns supreme, casting a veil over all that was once bright and beautiful. Lucifer, once the Lightbringer, became the Lord of Hell. His descent was not just a fall from grace, but a transformation into the embodiment of darkness. His anger and pain twisted him into something monstrous. The purity of his angelic form was corrupted, turning him into a figure of terror and despair. The once beautiful angel was no more. In his place stood a being of immense power and malevolence, a shadow of his former self. From the abyss he watched the world of men. He saw their flaws, their capacity for cruelty. He observed their endless struggles and conflicts. He whispered to them, tempting them with whispers of power. His influence spread like a dark plague, corrupting the hearts and minds of many. Wars, famines, plagues, he influenced them all. His dark touch was felt in every corner of the world, bringing chaos and destruction. He saw humanity tear itself apart. The suffering and despair of mankind became his source of twisted joy, and in their suffering he found a perverse satisfaction. The more they suffered, the more powerful he became. Was his fall a tragedy, or was it a necessary evil to bring balance to the universe, or was it the ultimate act of rebellion, a defiance against the light that once defined him? One thing is certain, the world would never be the same. The shadows that now envelop it are a testament to his enduring influence.